Hello Libra, welcome to 5th House Divination. My name is Kirsty and today we are going to do a love reading for you. I did a general reading yesterday that did come through as a love reading, so you're kind of getting 2 love readings this week. So do watch the other one, see if that's got anything in there for you. So love readings are for Venus in Libra, although they may also resonate for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. So do check out your other Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs for more information. There may be something in those that are relevant for you also. There's no date on the reading, so just trust that when it reaches you, if it resonates, then it's your message at that time. So the theme for today's reading is sometimes the good is hidden. Find the good in what they said or asked. It's always there, even if they didn't mean for it to be. Sherlock, yours, the universe. P.S. Clues for what you want are hidden all around you. So this is talking about sort of seeing the underneath, seeing what's really going on. Sometimes when people are being possibly like spiteful or think they're giving you bad news, they may actually be giving you good news or sort of doing you a service when you didn't realise. And there is a 3 of Cups energy around this. Now the 3 of Cups talks about wider connections. So at the 2 of Cups, you've got a one-to-one connection with somebody who really kind of resonates with you. You know, it's a real sort of soulmate bond. The 3 of Cups talks about our wider connections to more people. So this can be our friends, our peer groups, our family. In a love context, a 3 of Cups can also be a third-party situation. So situations where there's 2 people in a connected relationship and there is a third person in the sort of the realms. So there is a 3 of Cups undertone to this reading. So this is either, I think it's going to be different for all of you, but the 3 of Cups can either be dealing with a third-party situation, so that's an underlying influence, or this can be the influence of your friends and family on the situation. So I think for some of you it's going to be one, for some of you it's going to be another. So you're either dealing with a third-party situation, or this is talking about a love situation that you're in that there's an influence from outside of the connection sort of coming through, either from friends or family, or you know, your wider sort of peer group. So with that said, let's get on. So in the past energy then, what we've got is the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands talks about conflict. This can be argument, this can be arguing, this could be a lot of sort of combative energy, or this can be a lot of different ideas, a lot of different suggestions, but there's a sort of an argumentative undertone to this. So there's been in the past, there's been some disputes, some arguing, some sort of falling out, you know, that sort of fighting and arguing. In the present, what we've got coming through is the Page of Cups and the Sun card. Cups is the it's the love suit, and the Sun card, and I think this is talking about a clarity, a light being shone onto this Page of Cups. Now the pages are they can be token gestures. They are generally a small amount of this energy. The suit that they're in, it's an undeveloped, so this could be a small love token. This could be not giving a lot of love to something. Or this could be a sort of a gesture. And the Sun coming in here, I think the Sun is talking about the illumination. So I think there's a light going on. You're coming into some form of clarity about either a connection maybe that never really got off the ground, or the underlying reason for a connection, a gesture. But there's some kind of illumination coming your way about a love connection, a date possibly, or something. And then we're stepping into, in the future, we've got judgment or possibly a resurrection. So for some of you, this could be talking about a connection that maybe didn't get off the ground previously, and you're looking at resurrecting it in the future. There may be some kind of clarity coming through for you. For others of you, I think this is clarity coming through that's going to make you question whether you want to continue. So the reason I'm mentioning the Three of Cups is that the underlying energy for this top level of cards is the Three of Cups. So I think this clarity that's coming through about this Page of Cups is either coming through your friends. It's either your friends that are telling you something. There's some kind of clarity, there's some kind of information that you're being given, or something that your friends or family or your community groups are saying or doing is throwing a light onto this Page of Cups. As I say, this could have been a connection in the past, or this could be something that's going on at the moment. So this is the underlying energy for this sort of top level of cards. To clarify the Page of Cups, the card that came out for that is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, the swords are the suit of the mind. So this can be strategy, this can be planning. The Seven of Swords could also talk about deception, strategy. So some of you, I think, as I say, that there is for some of you, there is a sort of a deceptive, sort of Three of Cups kind of feeling to this. And that's why this never really amounted to anything, or it never really got off the ground, or it's just showing that, possibly the love isn't quite as big as you thought it might have been. For others of you, this is more on the sort of the strategy card. There's maybe an understanding behind this illumination that's coming in, is giving you more of an understanding of why this didn't get off the ground in the past, the arguments, the fighting, there may be more of a sort of an understanding of that energy. And the Sun card, as I say, this illumination that's coming in is clarified by the Three of Cups. So this illumination is either about, as I say, understanding that there are three people in this connection, that there is some form of deception going on. This could be, or this clarity could be coming through your friends, but I think there is a real true, not to belabour the point or go on too much about it, I think there is a real, the clarity that's coming through from outside of you, from a group or your friends, or from external sources. The clarity that's coming through is giving you more of a perspective on this Page of Cups. And then moving forward into the future, we find ourselves at the Judgment card. This Judgment card is the second to last of the major arcana. It talks about reviewing of the past deeds and the past actions. So look what's on the other side of this one. Yeah, so a lot of the time it can also talk about this sort of, you see them kind of coming up out of their graves. A lot of the time this can talk about resurrection. So this in the future, this is either talking about, I think for those of you that there's a connection where you're uncovering that things possibly weren't quite as straightforward or quite as you thought they were. this is going to put you into understanding that, you know, who do you want to move forward with? Bringing it back to this card here, sometimes the good is hidden. Look for the good in what they said or asked. Obviously, understand the motives, I think, is quite important, of the people around you. The Three of Cups energy that is giving you the information. If these are your friends or external sources, obviously question why, you know, their motives for giving you this information, because there may be some kind of strategy possibly at work that you're not aware of. So you're going to be coming into an energy of judgment. So you're going to be looking and reviewing and thinking about the whole situation, and then deciding if you want to participate and continue with this connection, whether that's with your friends or, you know, with the sort of the love connection that you're with. Or this is an energy of, it can be an energy of resurrection. So if this is something that fell by the wayside in the past, and you're now coming to a point where you understand, you know, more about what happened, and you've got the clarity about possibly how others were involved, or, you know, etc., etc., you'll know what's right for your situation. You may be then considering a resurrection. And what was clarified, the Judgment card is the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords talks about feeling trapped. The Eight of Swords, so she's sort of blindfolded, she feels like her hands are tied, and this talks about, I think there's going to be a judgment about your feeling mentally of, you know, the feeling of feeling powerless in the situation. I think you're going to understand that, you know, there's going to be some kind of judgment about what you can do in this situation, how you can move this situation forward, and whether ultimately you want to. When I looked to see what was the underlying energy for this Eight of Swords, which talks about feeling trapped, it is the Devil card, and the Devil card does refer to our things that no longer serve us, things that possibly were used in the past as a crutch, or that helped us, or they were an aid for something, but they get to a point where they become a pattern that stifles us, or they become a relationship that stifles us, or this is our hopes or fears around it. So I think you're being trapped if you are feeling stuck, or making judgments about feeling stuck or being stuck or feeling powerless. I think you're going to understand, you're going to see the devil energy for what it is, because the devil energy is ultimately an illusion. It thinks it makes us feel that we're chained to it, but actually, you know, we always have the power to break those chains from whatever it is that's holding us back, and, you know, kind of walk away from that. So I think there is some kind of the illumination that's coming in through the sun is going to lead us to either, well, it's going to lead us to understand this sort of devil energy, this feeling of powerlessness, whether this was in the past, or whether it's in, you know, in a past connection, or whether it's in the current connection. It's going to give us the ability to really kind of do a review and make a decision based on that. As I said, this could be some of you understanding and coming into connection with an old connection, understanding that there was really good in it, and, you know, and I think this is really talking about you know, a sort of a changing perspective, or, as I say, in the current situation, this could be, you know, understanding that things possibly aren't what they seem. But I think that's the overall sort of message for this, is you know, really sort of looking between the lines and truly understanding what's going on behind the scenes. And the Hierophant card's left out. Was that still there? Oh, because the devil was there. And the Hierophant, you know, that does talk about faith, beliefs, and also kind of connections, like marriages and things. So that might be relevant for you. Right, I'm going to leave that there for you guys. Do check out the other reading. That was also a love reading. What was that one talking about? Oh yes, I mean that was your general reading, but that was talking about sort of a profound transformation in how you kind of love, and actually thinking about it, the Page of Cups did come out in the present. I think he came out in the present energy as well. So the page of this guy is actually in the other reading as well. So for some of you that may well be relevant. So I will add the link above. Don't forget to check out your other Sun, Moon and Rising signs, love and general readings, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers guys. Bye bye.